We scored today. I cannot wait to show you what I got.
I can't find my Chinoiserie bowls. Oh, they're right here. They're right here in front of me. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my mind. Hey y'all, welcome back to Birdhouse Vintage. I hope you're having a really great day, a really great start to your weekend. Today I have a really big collective haul to show you. There's things from the antique gallery, there's things from the Hand Me Up shop, my two big spots. We have two items that I ordered off of Etsy and Mercari. So grab yourself a coffee, sit down, get comfortable. We've got a lot to get through. So this is not in any particular order. I'll tell you where each piece came from as I go along. So the first thing was actually a free to me item. It's this silver toned jewelry box with a red interior and a mirror. And this was my aunt's and she gave it to me. And I decided it would be a great addition to the shop. So that's a really nice piece. This one's been getting a lot of interest already on the shop, so I think this one will sell fast. Just put them back where they were, that's fine. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I'm just crashing everything. I had found these pink glassware set. They had teacups, they had dinner plates, they had dessert plates, they had 3 sizes of stemware. And I was like, I cannot buy this. I cannot bring it to the shop. I don't have room for it, but I love it. I went back the next day or a few days later and the whole set was still there. I was like, who in their right mind is not buying this? So I caved and I bought the 4 little champagne coupes. So I have 4 of these. I have the 4 dessert plates and they are so beautiful. I don't think these were ever used. They're just in the most amazing condition. So these are made in France. The brand, I've studied a little French, but I do not pretend that I speak French at all. Arcoroc, I don't know how you pronounce that. I'll have to ask my husband. He speaks more French than me. But these are amazing. It's like, can you imagine? Just like a beautiful little dessert set. This would be amazing for a little ice cream. I have a picture that I posted on the listing with berries in it, and it just looks beautiful. So these are an amazing find. I was so excited, and I am glad that I caved and got them in the end. Next, I have 2 ceramic Chinoiserie vases. I have no idea how to ship this. I will have to cross that bridge when I get to it. I did okay with the last thing I didn't know how to ship, so I don't know. But this one has a little scene on it, and it's got this beautiful sheen to it. It's got little birds, tiny little birds. So that's a really neat piece. This one is more my style. This is the one I would be tempted to keep. Beautiful hand painting, colorful. It's got like these little berries and the little flowers and the cobalt color. I really love this. They're both in really good condition and I just love them. I have I'm clanging everything. I have 2 little cobalt pieces. This is a piece of Mexican hand-blown glass from the 50s. It's a little creamer, but it would make a cute little vase. Just adorable. I love the handle, how it's kind of curvy along with the swirl. This came from my friend's booth at the antique mall, the Antique Gallery of Houston. I could not go home without this. And then the next one, this actually came from an antique store in Conroe called Mimi's on Main. Conroe is, I guess, an hour north of Houston. So this is a Fenton glass, and I have one of these in the clear color, and I use it to keep coffee stirrer spoons, like little teaspoons, in next to my coffee pot, and it works really well for that. These also make cute little vases. You could put spices in them. Oh, here, look. See, you could put spices in them. Where is my spoon? If you like chili flake, or if you like a little everything bagel spice, you could put them in here with a little spoon. Sprinkle, sprinkle, or salt for a dinner party if you like flaky salt. I don't like to touch spices. It's one of my weird tactile things. I don't like touching salt. I don't like touching any of that. I just don't like having stuff on my fingers. So for me, a little spoon is great. So this would be great for that purpose. You could also, if you're having like a spread for lunch, like a lunch buffet, you could put mustard in here. You could put different sauces for people just kind of spoon on. So lots of little uses for a thing like this. I have another blue and white piece. This is a Royal Copenhagen plate. It has a chip, which is unfortunate. It looks like it almost like somebody had one of those plate hangers on it, because that looks about the size of a plate hanger, and maybe they were just a little too rough. But the good thing about that is if you did put a plate hanger there, it would cover it up just fine. Or if you had it on a plate stand and this is the bottom side, it'd be hidden perfectly fine. So that's why I went ahead and bought it. And I love the hand painting. You can see the glaze, and I love the pattern on the edge. I think it's really, really sweet. And these are actually worth quite a bit of money if they're not damaged. But this one I have priced at a really reasonable price because of the damage. But I just couldn't leave it behind because this is history. Royal Copenhagen is history. You can't leave that behind. And then one item that is new for the shop, I've never sold anything like this yet, is a little wooden box, little lidded box, round, obviously. It's beautiful. I need to put some wood polish on the outside because you can see the inside is much shinier than the outside. So I think this would just shine up really nicely. But I love the carving. And it's a really great size. It would be great in an entryway, great little key bowl, catch-all, jewelry dish. It looks nice just on its own. So hopefully this will do well in the shop. I think if you saw one of me and Michael's shopping trips to the antique gallery, I think I showed this in it. And at the time I said, it's a little too high price for me, so I paid up for this a little bit. But I really loved it, and I liked the booth that it came from too, and so I wanted to support that booth owner. So I just think it's really, really sweet, and I hope it does well in the shop because I'd love to bring more wood carved things to the shop. If you saw in last week's video where I'm packing up an order and I'm talking to Mike and I'm like, I really need to start bringing non-breakable items into the shop because it is less stressful. I have been so lucky with brass and silver. Brass and silver have been doing really well with finding lately. So this is the first piece. This came from the Antique Gallery. I really love it. It's made in India. It has a lovely patina on it. I love this braided rope handle and then the little etching on the rim. It's just such a nice shape. Feels good in the hand. The husband is back. Hi. Delilah, did you come back? Did you come back? Hello. Hello. That's a good doggy. Yeah, I know. You're so happy. You're so happy. Give me a kiss. No, no kisses. Get some water. So this is just very, very cute. It would be great with other brass things. I always love a pitcher as a vase. That's my favorite kind of vase, I think. I tend to buy them a lot. And I just love the finish on this and the design and the shape. So the next thing is a little baby silver plate champagne bucket. Why are you crying? I had to move the cord that my light's plugged into because Delilah doesn't like snakes and all cords are snakes, so I had to move that. Anyway, where was I? Oh, the loving cup. Okay, hang on. So this is in a loving cup style. It has a lot of patina on it, but I think it's very old. It doesn't have a mark on it, but you can really tell from the bottom is a lot shinier, a lot more clear. It is silver plate. It has been polished. I polished it up. And I love a piece that has some history to it, that has some, you know, chips and marks and just character. So this has a lot of character. I've actually been enjoying this week with a bunch of zinnias in it with a flower frog in the bottom, and it is so pretty. So this one's also been getting a lot of interest on the shop. If somebody doesn't buy that soon, I may keep it. I feel like I'm forgetting to tell you where things are from. This came from the Hand Me Up shop. So the next thing also came from the Hand Me Up shop, and it's this mid-century modern fruit bowl. I think it's so cool. They had two. I only bought one. It's in really nice condition. It has a little bit of patina on it as well, but it's really shiny. I shined this up too. This would be a great bread basket, fruit basket. I have had oyster shells in it this week on my coffee table. So it would be a great little just catch-all for things like that. If you love coastal decor, you could keep this by your entryway, and just whatever shells you picked up that day could go in here. Look really pretty. It's an interesting shape, and I really love that. I love a fruit bowl. I just am obsessed with fruit bowls. So I also found this little tiny bud vase. It's not really tiny, but it's a small silver plate. Hi, Delilah. Bud vase with a pretty ruffled rim with these little ticking marks on it. Velvet, blue velvet bottom. There's no markings on this either, but I did polish this up. So this is silver plate. It's got a good weight to it, and it would be so pretty with just a single rose, or I think you could probably even put a candle in here, and that would be really nice. So this little piece is so pretty. And this also came from Mimi's on Main in Conroe. And then I got, from the same seller at the Antique Gallery, I got two brass pieces. I really love this seller. I will link her Instagram below. She sells things at really great prices, really neat, pretty things, like all the stuff that's right up my alley. A lot of milk glass, a lot of brass, a lot of just pretty found items. So I have two things from her booth. And the first thing is this bamboo, brass, very shiny tray. This would be really great in a bathroom, in an entryway. You could put perfume bottles on it, and that would be really nice. You could even serve cocktails off of it. It just makes everything you put on it look really, really nice. She had a collection of light purple antique bottles on it, like medicine bottles, and they just looked so good. So it'll make anything you put on this look very curated. On my dining room, I've just had all the brass items on here, and it just looks really nice. I love the little faux bamboo rim. It's very sturdy too. It's got good weight to it. It's got a little signs of age, but no big deal. I love this Hollywood Regency style. I think it's mid-century. I'm trying so hard not to break stuff. It's just, I'm such a klutz. But the next thing I got from her booth was this little cricket box. And both these brass pieces are made in India. A lot of brass pieces are made in India, and I just think it's so beautiful. But this cricket box, it's got a lot of patina on it, but I thought it was just the cutest little thing. I don't know what people keep in cricket boxes other than maybe a cricket, but I think you could put jewelry in there. I think it could just be a cute little thing sitting out. I know people collect these. I would like to collect these. There's, what is it, a cricket by the hearth is something that's supposed to be good luck, so maybe you keep these on your mantelpiece. I don't know, but I think they're really, really sweet, and this one was a good price. I've been wanting to bring these to the shop for a while, and I've been looking for the right ones. I love the little star cutouts. It also would be cute if you got one of those electric tea lights and put that inside and you could see the glow of the electric. Don't put a real tea light in here. Electric glow. Am I missing a silver item? Oh, I am missing a silver item. I have 2 more silver pieces. One is this really nice footed pitcher with a beautiful handle, and it has a ice stopper on the top. So this catches the ice when you're pouring your water or your iced tea or your margaritas, whatever it is you like. I think, goodness. I think it looks like a mustache, which is kind of funny. But it's very shiny. I polished this up as well. It says Suffolk Silversmiths on the bottom. I need to look up where that's from, but it has a little castle on it. Very cute. This would make a great vase as well. Again, I love a pitcher as a vase. I have a teapot like this, but the handle or the lid's not removable. So if you're gonna put flowers in it, the lid's just like this. So this would make an even better vase. And I just love a shiny object. I'm a bit of a magpie. I can't help it. And the last silver piece, I can't even. I found another one. So this I got off of Etsy for $20. He's not in as good of condition as the last one that I sold. His silver finish is definitely very worn, especially on his little things he's carrying. But his wheels turn just like the other one, and he's quite a bit bigger. The other one, the original one that I just sold, was quite small, and I am still missing him. Like, anytime I see a picture that I took of the last little rickshaw man, I just have to skip it because it makes me sad. But I am very happy to bring this little guy to the shop. He has all his pieces, and they open up. There's a spoon, like adorable, so cute. The little pepper shaker, the lid does come off like the other one. And then this little bucket, I wish you could see the detailing. You'll have to see this on Etsy, so that'll show the detail better. But it has a glass interior, and that is cracked, but he's in really great shape. The fact that he has all his pieces is incredible, like especially this spoon. So that's amazing. Anytime I see these from now on for a good price, I am buying them because they are so unique. And I may message the collector who bought the last one and say, hey, I found another one. Maybe you need him. I have one more metal item, and it's this wine bottle basket. I think that it's made by Southern Living. It's probably from the 90s or the early 2000s, but it fits a wine bottle really nicely. I got this at the Hand Me Up shop, and I love the twisted wire. And it reminds me of like antique French wire baskets, which I'm obsessed with. I don't have one, but I want one desperately. This would make a really great hostess gift. Like, you just bring a bottle of wine in this, plop that on their countertop, say, here you go. This is for you. I think it also would be really nice if you could get a clear vase that fit just in here, and then it would make a really nice flower arrangement. You could also line this with moss and have like a plant growing out of it. That would be really cool. Anyway, it was just really unique. I have 2 items. One was free to me and the other 2 came from the Hand Me Up shop. But these would make excellent teacher's gifts, in my opinion. So the first is a set of McGuffey Readers. These are old and they are well loved. And I'm selling them as a set. These were my mom's, because my mom loves these. My mom was a homeschool teacher. She taught all of us homeschool, so she really loved these. But she didn't want them anymore, so I'm bringing them to the shop. But these would make a really unique teacher's gift. So if you're a fan of Little House on the Prairie, the books, and probably the show too, but in the books, this is what they learned out of, was McGuffey primers. So these are really great for if you're a big Little House on the Prairie fan. So teacher's gift, Little House on the Prairie, or if you just love antique books, these are great. There's 7 in this set. If you go on my Etsy, you can see a little more detailed pictures, but they are so pretty. I love the designs. I collect vintage and antique books as well, and I'm so tempted to keep those. I could not believe my mother was wanting to get rid of them. The next thing are 2 brass school bells. Loud. I know, I'm sorry, Delilah, that was so loud. But they're both have their clappers, and beautiful wood handles. They both have a nice patina as well and little brass tops. These don't have to just be teacher's gifts or teacher themed decor. I think anybody would love these. I love them. Bells sell well for a lot of vintage resellers. These are my first bells that I'm bringing to the shop. I was very excited to get those. Those came from the Hand Me Up shop. So loud. I talked about this in last week's video. This is the new ceramic fruit bowl basket. It's in this really unique butter yellow color. Slightly beige, but mostly a butter yellow color. I know butter yellow is very popular for kitchens right now, and I think this would be a really great addition. It's a big size, and I promise I will ship this in the hugest box I can find with the most wrapping. I'm never going to have that happen ever again. If you saw that catastrophe. But this is a vintage one because it has an impression mark instead of like a printed on label, and it's got a nice texture. Like, it's smooth, but if you can see, there's little, like the glaze has little grains in it. I just think it's very unique. I've never seen one like this, so not even online. So that's really exciting. I love these. Anytime I see one, I buy it. Whether I decide to keep it or sell it, I buy it. And then the next thing from the Hand Me Up shop is this beautiful tray. It's wood with a paper handle, like thick paper handle. It might be wood too, actually. It might be wood coated in paper. I think it is wood coated with paper, but it's got this embossed texture. It has a little age on it, a few little nicks and scrapes, but I think it's so pretty. I mean, this is hand painted. You can see the brush strokes, and I just love it. It reminds me of like those Dutch master paintings. And I don't normally go for this kind of style, but when I got it, I was like, that is so beautiful. And it reminds me of the toll tray that I showed you a couple weeks ago, which I may have to keep, I'm not gonna lie. It looks great as a backsplash from my oven. But this one will be coming to the shop, and I will be upset if it sells because I do love it. It has a little bit of wear on the painting, but not bad at all. And it's really, really beautiful. I just love the tulips. It's like a dahlia and a rose, another dahlia, little tendrils. It's just so pretty, and the colors are so rich, and I'm really glad it's showing up on camera because I'm surprised my mother hasn't stolen this from me because I feel like this is right up her alley. I've taken pictures of some of these items with that as kind of a backdrop, and it is so pretty. Oh, and now that I say that, I'm like, oh, maybe I should keep it for a backdrop too. I don't know. May have to use that until it sells, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, we've gotten through almost everything. Oh, wait. These came from Goodwill. They are 2 1970s rattan planters. They're not lined with plastic, so if you have a plant, it needs to be something that either has like a plant base to catch water, or it needs to be one of those pots with a reservoir on the bottom, something that won't leak. I have some of these that were my husband's grandmother's. I have 3, and I have my plants in them, and they just add such a beautiful texture. I love the crisscross. It, like, to me, I know it's like they're reeds or something. They kind of look like pine needles. I live in an area where there's a lot of pine trees, so to me they look like pine needles, but they're not. But anyway, there's 2 sizes. I'm selling them separately, or I have a little bit of a discount if you buy both at the same time. And they do nest, but I think these would have a lot of uses other than planters. You could use them as waste paper baskets, trash cans. They would be really nice just sitting in a grouping of other baskets. If you're a basket person, I'm a basket person. Obviously, I have, like, this looks like a basket. I have baskets everywhere in my house. Big basket person. So, ooh, So I have 2 things left, 2. If you stuck with me this long, I don't know if I'm sticking with me this long. I got this, it's called slag glass, and it's just, I think I don't know if this is purposeful or if they use recycled glass, but it's got milk glass and a green agate glass, and then this one has a little swirl of blue on the bottom and the outside. And I haven't found any online that have the blue. I've only found the ones that have the green and white. But I love anything that's a shell. I'm a shell girl. So anytime I see a shell thing, I have to get it. This came from my friend's booth at the Antique Gallery. It's so nice. It's not thin, it's nice and thick, but it's almost translucent, and that's really good quality milk glass is when it's got that slight milky translucence. I collect milk glass as well, so this will be hard to let go of. And the last thing I got on Mercari, and it's another fish bottle. And I have realized that Mercari is a really great place to get fish bottles, so I'm still shopping for more. I'm like, if I see one that's a good price, I'm gonna start buying them, because the last one sold within 2 or 3 days of me posting it. So hopefully this one does the same. I just really love them. I think they're very versatile. They make great decor. I wouldn't mind having a bunch of them just for myself. Again, I love coastal decor. I would love to be more of a coastal girly than I already am, but I also love cottagey stuff, English cottage. I love chinoiserie, bamboo, Hollywood Regency, and Palm Beach style. I can't be 100% beachy coastal girl because I just like too many other things, but I do love integrating it into the decor, and so I definitely dress like a coastal girly, and I love going to Galveston. Did I get everything? I think I got everything. Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, if you have stuck around this long, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching this video and being interested in the hauls and commenting, and I really am thankful to everybody who's new here. I'm still new here, and I hope you'll follow along for more. Check out our Etsy shop. Most of this, I would say 90% of the stuff in this video is already been listed to our Etsy shop, so please go check that out. And thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. I gotta go put all that stuff away before I break it. Let's just get comfortable in the space. It's hot in here. Very, very hot in here. Okay. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think this video is gonna be so long. And I'm getting hot and tired and sweaty. But I'm having so much fun. We have so much fun. This will be fun to edit because I'm a nightmare. I'm a nightmare.